think this feels like a big deal, but when we actually get those first rank 5s, I think we're going to look back and be like, you were fine. I don't think I'm just going to barely make it. All right, there we go. And you can see the lights doing their damage, and the reverb, he takes care of it. So we're done. That's awesome. Even with that, kind of like I said, I'll have to watch it back because I didn't really see exactly what happened, but I haven't been streaming it. I've just been able to play here and there. Wasn't able to really sit down and play for an hour or 2 hours. Got a lot of it done late last week, but I'm pumped up to get this done. Let's go and talk about the rewards first, and then I'll go ahead and do my analysis on this. Okay, so this one was interesting for me because I went so many different directions, and even in this moment, I'm still kind of hesitant on what I was thinking. As you all know, Shang-Chi is one of my favorite champions to play in the game. I love him. He's incredible. I think he's also one of the best champions in the game. So I really did think about skill, but I'm not going to go the skill route. I'm hoping for double tech in the Awakening Gem and the automatic R4 for infamous Iron Man, Iron Doom, but I'm not going to go that direction, even though that was very, very tempting. Plus, I love Nimrod and so many things. Also, I think that this R5, I still think there's a ways away. I don't think this is going to happen in the next 2 or 3 months. I think late this year or in the early spring of next year, I think is probably the soonest. It's just my guess based on this stuff. So I think we've got a lot of time. I did highly consider Mutant. In fact, I almost picked Mutant, but I'm not. Cosmic, I was thinking about Herc, and you'll see a rank up video I'm going to have for a while. I love also Hulkling, Teddy, and Gallon. You all know how much I've loved Gallon. I've been like, I was in Mexico and I was like, you guys got to get Gallon. But I'm not going to do that either. So it really came down to Science or Mystic. And I'm still actively thinking about it. I have so many champions in the Science class I just absolutely love. But Mystic has consistently been my favorite class since I really started understanding this game. There's a part of me, you know, Kushala, if she ever does come to this game, she'll be Mystic. It would make sense, but I don't know if she's coming to the game. I love Rintra, I love Doom, I love so many Mystic champions. But I'm gonna go Science, and it's based on, there are just so many that I like. There are so many that I like, that I enjoy. They're incredibly, incredibly powerful. It feels like there's just a variety of options. Still even debating it. I'm gonna go Science. I think this feels like a big deal, but when we actually get those first rank 5s, I think we're gonna look back and be like, you were fine. I don't think I'm just gonna barely make it. But I'm gonna go Science. I'm going Science. All right, so there it is. Feel good about that. That is done. Now comes the big ones, the big opening here. We are hoping for double tech. I'm hoping for double tech. It will make things very simple. We will awaken. If we get double tech, I will take up a new rank 4 today. On this video, we're going to look for, this would be all for Iron Doom. Where are these crystals? Why are they always so hard to find? All right, let's do the Awakening Gem first. The only one I really don't want is Mystic, and even that would be fine because Wiccan will be coming soon, and I would definitely love to awaken him. Like I said earlier, Mystic is my favorite, and I just happen to have a Mystic Awakening Gem. But anything's fine. I'm happy with anything. There's so many great champions, so many coming to the game. I'm excited for the featured crystal to change over. So it's all gravy. Tech is my most wanted though, because I have an immediate use for it. I think that's tech. It looks a little odd for some reason through OBS, but I want to make sure it's not cosmic. I'm pretty sure that's tech. That's awesome. That is fantastic. Yeah, tech. All right. So we will awaken a champion and take them up to SIG 200 right here, right now. You're going to see it live. Or, you know, yeah, live. Let's call it live. Let's go with live. I think that makes some sense. We'll see it right here on this video. You can see I'm saving up all those other crystals for Crystal Cornucopia video later this month. And then this is another big one. This is another big one. I have a lot of champions I'm thinking about for this one. The only one that would just be an automatic, we're doing it again, would be Tech for Infamous Iron Man, for Iron Doom. Let's see what we get. And then I'll talk through the options based on, you know, whatever we get here. Let's keep the tech train rolling and make this easy. Cosmic. Oh boy. I don't want to spoil too much. I don't want to go too in depth. But I did not have a cosmic option that I was just sitting there really desperately wanting to take. I've already taken Hulkling Teddy. I've taken Gallon to rank 4. I could tell, like, before they even came out into the game, CCP almost based solely on abilities, but I did play them both, and I was like, these guys are outrageous. They solve problems that we're all dealing with. I know I'm dealing with. I love them, but I've already taken them to rank 4. I've already taken them to rank 4. There's a lot of worthy rank 4 cosmic champions, but I'm going to have to think that through. I'm going to have to think that through quite a bit on exactly how I want to handle that. There's a chance I actually even just sit on that one. I'm going to have to take a look at the featured crystal and that sort of thing. But there we go. So I will take, I'm not going to do it because, you know, it takes time. It takes time. But I will be taking Immortal Iron Man, no, Infamous Iron Man, Iron Doom, up to rank 4. When the EOP rewards come in, I will be awakening him. Here, let's at least use the awakening gem. It just takes forever to watch the rest of it. But let's go ahead and do it. I really do like him quite a bit. I've played with him a little bit. I did use him in 8.1 a little bit, not a ton. I haven't invested as much time in learning exactly how to use him. I enjoyed the little tiny bit I've played with him. I've watched Karate Mike and DL's video on him, so I've learned quite a bit there. I'm going to use all my tech stones on him, and then I think they're going to go to Nimrod after that. I really do like him. He's very fluid, so I feel good. I feel great about this use. You can see how many stones I have, and I feel happy. I feel okay doing this because he's not going to come to the next featured crystal for a very long time. So this feels very much like what I've done with Quicksilver. I know he's coming to the featured crystal. I know there's a chance I can pull him. At least now that we know 7 stars are coming, I'm going to get something if I pull a Quicksilver. So I'm not going to feel too bad about that. And I don't mind using gems on champions when I know it's going to be a bit, or if I'm just excited to do it. It's a game. I want to enjoy it. It's going to be a bit before Infamous Iron Man comes in as a featured 6-star crystal. So I don't mind this at all. I'm actually quite happy. It's like why I save 6 stones. It's why I save resources like I do. So let's continue to do it. I said it would take a while, but this hasn't felt like it's taking that long. So I feel good about it. And then I do want to talk a bit about 8.1 in general, and then what I feel like has been going on in the game. He does look cool. He does look very cool. We'll get some stuff out on him. The Awakening Gem was a big deal, so I get to save my generic and that sort of thing. So 8.1, I felt like 8.1 was really fun. I feel like it's what a lot of the community has asked for, and that it was enjoyable. A lot of the nodes gave you the ability. You didn't feel like you had to have a certain champion. Yes, I did use my Hercules a lot. Yes, I did use my regular Mystic Doom quite a bit, but I didn't feel like I had to have them to get through fights. There were champions that made fights easier than others, but often there was a node like, well, if you intercept or if you parry or if whatever, you turn off the node, and then you're going to get this massive benefit. I really liked that. I actually had a lot of fun. There was a part of me that wanted to try to set aside time to stream it, but I realized I just wasn't going to be able to get it done in any time quickly if I waited till I had an hour or 2 hour chunks to stream. So I really did enjoy it. Now here's the downside, and I do think we need to talk about this. Apparently Simula has been bringing this up, and I think he's right. is I don't necessarily think something's gone on with the AI per se, but something has happened in the game that has made some really odd things happen on the player's side, our experience. You're going to see this in some war videos I have coming out soon, where the timing to punish a heavy is just, it's almost non-existent. Like the game, the defender is doing things that don't feel possible for humans to do. And Simula has really shown that well, actually, as far as like frames is, it's not possible, in other words, right? It's like the first frame sort of thing. And so I do think that is a real issue. I also felt like often I'd be going in for a special and it was almost like the defender would just dex out of it. I feel like I was many times backdrafted, or not necessarily backdraft, but sidestep. There's different terms for it. I mean, the defender was clearly holding their block. I waited long enough. I confirmed that that's what was happening. I would then go in to hit their block and then they would just step back and light intercept me. That's not fun. That's not a fun mechanic. I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy the changing of special punish windows or heavy punish windows. Like we spend time learning, okay, this is when I need to punish Mephisto's SP1. This is when I need to punish Cosmic Ghost Rider's SP1. And then having those just changed is not enjoyable. Thing is I don't think it's intentional. I don't think that this was like a, hey, Kabam's like going to try to get us on this one. I feel like maybe with like all the inputs, I don't really know, but it seems like an odd way to try to make the game more challenging. And that's why I don't think this was intentional. We do know that like the refactor and all this stuff's been going on, but I do think Kabam needs to look into it because it's, in my opinion, it's not enjoyable. We learn how to fight a champion and then we learn how to fight them with a variety of champions. And a lot of that is the timing and having stuff like that evolve. I don't enjoy that. I'm okay with the idea that there's different AI sets, right? Like we've noticed that I've been playing more and more Hercules lately. And I've noticed that like in AQ, it feels like there's more of a pause before they come in and interact with the Infuriate versus like questing or in war. Actually, war feels really random. But in general, questing, I feel like the Infuriate, if they're going to come in and dive in, if it's being affected by the Infuriate, it feels more immediate and we can get those intercept chains going. So there we are. There we have it. I will be getting out some new rank 4 video because I will be taking up a champion for rank 4 with that gem. I've recently taken up another champion to rank 4, and then EOP rewards will be coming in on Wednesday, and I will get a third one out, and then I will get a video out on all 3 of my new rank 4s. I hope 8.1 was fun for you. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if you didn't, if you're working through it, what you got, if the rewards worked out well for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.